now to just release anything that would be in the way of the message that needs to flow through me. I got my water right here. Oh, I went to get Kleenex because I'm probably gonna cry during this one. And I have my phone I'm recording from, but I'm looking at my iPad so I can look at myself and I can temper my own emotional regulation. I don't know which version of this I'm gonna post because I'm a little nervous, y'all. I'm gonna go find some Kleenex and I'm gonna come back. Kleenex. Right here in my face. Right here in my face, y'all. So, and here's the thing that's funny. I don't know if y'all know what these are, what this is. These are tappers for trauma therapy, EMDR therapy. And when COVID hit, the hospital I was director of trauma, I had these personally. But before COVID, patients would sit in front of each other when it comes to doing trauma work. Let me explain that. So I had a 5-day trauma program. First day, I moved it to Wednesday. It started on Wednesday evening. And I would go into the unit to get the ghetto girls. Let me just keep it real, okay? Ooh, Lord, thank God I get to tell the story the way I want to tell it. So I would go and get the ghetto girls. And by that time, they had probably slept, they had eaten good, and I would bring them down to do the emotional literacy class. Just teach them what sadness and hurt and guilt and fear, teach them what all of that is. And by the way, that's in my book. Let me pause for a minute to talk about my book too. I hope this music is not too loud. But this is something that calms me whenever I have anxiety. My anxiety is high right now. Okay, it's just a 5. So I would bring them down, but it would also be my way of bringing them down just to see how I was going to take the trauma class. I would get a feel for my sisters, for my auntie now, you know, for Nene them, for Riri them. What the fuck is you talking about them? I need to call my motherfucking kids them. And so what I'm doing, I'm taking them into the office. Bitch, I'm gonna let you call your kids and let you do whatever. Because I had this mothering spirit to take care of them. So on Wednesday, I would see how pissed off they are, how depressed they are. And by that time, I would make it count a family reunion. I would say shit that I knew only we could get. And so Thursday morning, I'd come back in and they would be like, there she go. Man, I love her class. There she go right there. That's her right there. What time your class start today? So now I got the affirmation and the validation from my sisters on the unit. So I do the introduction to trauma. And the first thing I say is trauma is not about, you know, what's wrong with you. It's about what happened. Something somewhere happened. And when it happened, the people in power either looked the other way or accused you of it. That's the fucking wound. That's what we don't forget. So I would do that class, and of course they would be reacting then and be like, God damn, Kelly, I got a whole lot of trauma. Baby, we all do, but just pick one this weekend. We're just gonna tackle one. The first or the worst, So what they would do is, and I said, but you need a partner to work with. I don't wanna tell nobody my business. Bitch, what you got to lose at this point? Shit, she don't want to know your business. She in the same trauma class. Girl, that used to tickle me so bad. And I started saying, studies show, because I was the damn study, when you tell your business to strangers, you get better. So they listen to me. So, oh God, yeah, it feels good to say this. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to do this the way I want to do it. So you would have to come back the next day and write down the name of your trauma. So I would say, give it a name. You ain't got to tell the whole story. Call it the yellow school bus, that bad day. Just write that down. On number 2, when you think about that yellow school bus today? What emotions come up for you? Because first it just used to be, what do you feel? Well, with our folks, I had to write down, do you feel sad, hurt, guilt, fear, or shame? Now remember, on Wednesday, I just educated my sisters for real on what those feelings are, because I'm knowing what's going to happen on Thursday. So number two, you write down what is it that you feel. Shit, my sisters, of course, they wrote down, I feel all that shit when I think about it. Okay? Clock that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how strong are those feelings? Okay, my sadness at a 7, my guilt out at a 5. You see what I'm doing with us? My anger at a motherfucking 10. So after that, I'm saying, what story do you believe about yourself when you think about what happened to you at fucking 5 years old? I believe about myself, it was my fault. I'm a bad person. I'm no good. I ain't shit. So I got let's say 30 women. Well, nothing for me to have 30, not just women, men and women. Well, nothing for me to have 30 people in my group paired up. So that is 15 dyads. Like if Keisha and Nene gonna work together, these two patients gonna sit right here in the corner. If Bobby and Jimmy gonna work together, they gonna sit right here in the corner. So all of them are in there, and all of them to fill out these worksheets. I hope y'all with me. Wrote down the trauma, what feeling they have on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong the feeling, what's the story you telling about yourself. Okay? So they get together in these dyads, y'all. And I turn the lights down. And so what I do is a series of cognitive interweaves, really meditation. I just didn't know it at the time. So, and I'm basically telling the whole class, I need you to close your eyes. What you wrote down on that worksheet, we all going back to the worst part of that memory. Now, but before we did that though, this is my favorite part, and the patients loved it. I would tell them, as you sit in your dyads looking at your partner who you just met in admission, who you just met on the floor, but now that's your sister, that's your brother, because we get ready to go back into this motherfucking memory and you need some help. So before we start this train, this is what I'm saying. I said, I need you to repeat after me. Look at your partner. Say, partner. And they repeat, partner, when you went through this trauma before, maybe you were by yourself. Not this time. Baby, when I had them say not this time, motherfucking partner stood up. Not this time. Back then you were alone, but today I'm here with you. And the feeling they got saying that to this stranger they just met on the motherfucking unit, but started bonding in my class though, okay? So, and so we going back to the memory. I'm saying, I want you to imagine your 40-year-old self going back to your 10-year-old self. I ain't finna give y'all all my sauce, but you get it. So, in order for the prompts that I asked them to do to stick, they needed bilateral stimulation. Okay? They needed bilateral stimulation. So Keisha and Nene just met on a unit. You gonna be her bilateral stimulator. All I want you to do is just tap. Okay? As she going back to take care of that part of herself, just tap. Because when you start tapping, you got thoughts and feelings on the right and left side of your brain. The brain starts contracting. So I'm telling your 40-year-old self to go back and say the 10-year-old self, the brain slows down and take in the image of the 40-year-old self. And that registers in the body. Okay, that's how you work on trauma. Now, mind you, I got 30 people in the room, 15 dyads. My largest group was 48 people, and I was in that motherfucker by myself. Didn't drop anybody. Okay, I was wired for this work. I'm going somewhere, y'all. So, woo, this feels so good, And before I get too regulated, I'm gonna tell y'all what this is. So COVID hit, y'all. Now, we've been going for years with tappers. Miss Kelly, you need me to come down and tap somebody's knees for you? You know, then I had to start telling motherfuckers, put your hand on your knee and tap on your knee, because motherfuckers get to tap and start rubbing and shit. Then now I'm going to put you out my group. But anyway, when COVID hit, though, now you need 6 feet. You can't tap no more. So, I didn't know it then, but I'm the damn hospital moneymaker, because people coming from all over the damn state want to work with Miss Kelly. People that sit their kids want to work with Miss Kelly because of the medicine that will flow through me, okay? The medicine that will flow through me. So, let me turn this down a little bit, because I'm processing like a motherfucker. And y'all can see these dots going back and forth. I'm skilled in the motherfucker at this shit. I'm probably more skilled in the motherfucker. I probably can do EMDR with Francine Shapiro. And she the one created EMDR. But she ain't had the volume that I've had. And if it was a versus on cognitive interweave with this shit right here, bring it. To the best clinician in the world, I'll stand toe to toe with you. Okay? But I ain't got to be hollering about this shit. So, hospital, they got to, like, what are we going to do? Because you can't tap no more. I'm thinking, I already got the answer. This is my personal set right here because I use these with kids. See, I use this on a child unit because kids been violated. You ain't finna fucking touch them. They already been touched. And any time I touch somebody, I'm asking permission. May I touch you? So, hospital panicking during COVID. I said, I got the answer. You just need to order about 50 of these. And we keep going because look at the wire. So instead of the tapping, I done taught Keisha, Ray, Pookie, everybody how to turn this motherfucker on and listen to whoever their partner is. Because whoever is doing the tapping, whoever you holding space, we don't need you to say shit back. We don't need you to say nothing. Every time I tell them to think about a part of that memory and open their eyes and get ready to talk, just don't you be asleep, goddammit. Don't you be fiddling around. When that person is opening that memory, they need your full attention because that's how you heal trauma. Trauma just needs a witness without shame. It just needs a witness without shame. So, hospital did what the fuck I said. They ordered 50 of these. So now I got the damn chair, and what I did, bitch, was genius. Do you hear me? We didn't miss a beat during COVID, goddamn, until I contracted COVID. And that's because a bitch at the hospital didn't tell me that it was an outbreak in the motherfucking auditorium. And so my sister that I helped get on, even though I told her she needed a job because of how fucked up it was out there. And she gone now. But she knowing, so COVID hit, I'm going to different units. Anyway, I got the shit under control. So my sister, and let me just call her V. So V is the director. She said, did y'all tell Kelly that it was an outbreak in the auditorium and we gonna get it clean? Them motherfuckers said, yeah. No, the fuck they did not tell me. And you know what's coming up with me, the white bitch? No, they didn't fucking tell me that it was an outbreak. So I go over there because I'm being safer than a motherfucker, y'all. I got my brother. I'm doing every fucking thing right. Mask up. I'm doing everything right. Every fucking thing they told me to do, I'm doing the shit right. Because I'm going to follow directions. And the bitch, yeah, we told, no, the fuck you didn't tell me. And I didn't have but like 6 patients. I could have taken them to another fucking unit. I could have taken them somewhere else. But I go in the auditorium, still being careful, making sure that the shit is spread out. And, bitch, I got COVID, the damn Delta variant. That shit almost killed me. Woo. It almost killed me. For 9 days, I was sick as a dog and probably should have been in the hospital. Probably should have been in the hospital, but I couldn't leave my brother. I was not going to leave my brother. I could feel my memory seem like being eaten up. And that was the first time of me missing, working. I had to keep calling in because I had no energy. I couldn't move. Now, okay, this is coming up. It's important for me to say that I found out some devastating news from my children about something they had endured in childhood that I did not know. I felt like I had been gut punched because I was taking care of all these kids, everybody in Memphis, and my kids going through shit at home, and I don't even fucking know about it. Like, am I a fraud? Am I a hypocrite? Like, and both my kids were at the house, and they looked at each other and they said, based on your reaction, there's no way you could have known. But had you known, somebody probably would have, you would have hurt somebody. Not only would I have hurt a motherfucker, I got to leave my motherfucking job too. Because now my kids was priority. But bitch, I didn't know. Okay, that ain't what this is about. But it was important for me to say that. So sometimes when you miss shit that happened to your kids trying to provide, which is what America teaches us to do, work your ass off and leave your kids. Okay? That's what teach. Forgive yourself, bitch. Forgive yourself. That's all I'm trying to say. So I'm telling the hospital, we need 50 of these. The bitch didn't tell me that COVID was over there, and y'all, I was sicker than a motherfucker. And I think I was in school, and that's not where I'm going with that. But that was the beginning of the end of me being, a trauma therapist. Okay, this is where I'm going. And I work with thousands of black women who were my favorite. That's what my book is about. And let me pause right here, talk about my book just a little bit. I know this shit is all jumbled up, y'all, but I'm new to this mystic part, and I'm just practicing, falling in love with me. But here's the thing with my book. This time it ain't my fault. It's my publishers. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I had a project manager that was over it. This girl I was talking to, been working with her like the past year and a half, and now got this new little white boy that I'm trying not to scare the shit out of him. But then I'm thinking, I ain't finna push this shit. I'm not getting ready to do it. I'm telling y'all the book. Every post that I make, what the fuck is going on? Every post that I make is about the book, So, as I said, got this. I had a project manager that was older book, working with her for about 2 years, and then it switched up. So now, got the little white boy, Billy, who I'm gonna call him, that I'm working with, and I think he is doing the best that he can. And I ain't finna push and rush shit. God said the book will be out when it's gonna be out. But speaking of the book, sororities and fraternity shit is fucking with me, y'all. And I had a whole chapter about the trauma that fraternities and sororities have caused in the black community. Not from what I heard, because of what I know, because these young women sat across from me. I remember one young lady coming into my office trying to see if it was pink and green or red in my office. And neither one, baby, come on in. And she saw me while she didn't pay me. I told her I was not going to charge her because she was online, and it was terror. It was terror. And I pray that she's doing okay. But to think that if I had red colors or green colors, she would not have gotten that medicine is devastating to me. And when I think about me saying to Black Girl God that yes, you can trust black women, let me tell y'all how I got there. When I meditate, I just ascend into higher realms. I really do. And time is not linear. So there is no past, present, future. I don't know when this happened, but I remember talking to a divine masculine. And I can say this now, y'all. I'm pretty sure that I'm in a relationship. Twin flame journey is real. It's real because we probably broke up about 9 times, bitch. But he's so adorable. He's everything that I asked for. He checks every box, and he just adores me. Simply adores me. He's a man of status. He's a man of wealth. And we'll just see what happens, because just because twin flame, you do come into union,